But there is some news today with Alan Ritchson. It's, I mean, no, you know what? You can take the Alan Ritchson news and the idea that he is going to be Batman, with the greatest. I don't know what the DCU is so messed up. So you just pushed Batman 2 out even further. That one's coming out in what was it, December or January 2028? They just pushed that out. I mean, I'm sure that I think James Gunn. The DCU is a mess. It's a mess. Alan Ritchson. Let's go right to Alan Ritchson. So the talk is that Alan Ritchson. Where are we here? We're gonna. Yeah, that's what one we want. No, is that the one? No, we want that. Yeah, see. So guys, here's what's going on, and I found this pretty interesting. So this came out not too long ago. July 23rd. I think it came out just a little bit ago. Look, DCU's in terrible shape, right? I mean, it isn't just in terrible shape. Alan Ritchson teases playing Batman again, reveals regular contact with James Gunn. Alan Ritchson isn't hiding from the fact he wants to play Batman. The question is, does James Gunn want him for the role as well? I don't even think that James Gunn is in a position. He's in a desperate position. As an actor, you may very well sign on to some movie for DCU, and James Gunn's not even going to be there. If the Warner Paramount acquisition actually happens, the states of we'll see. There's a lot of moving pieces right now. If you recall, Fortress of Solitude conducted an interview with Reacher star Alan Ritchson when he revealed he wanted to play Batman a few years ago. Everyone weighed in on the topic, but the general consensus was that it would be a stellar coup if James Gunn cast Ritchson as the DC Universe's Dark Knight. I don't know what you guys think. Not the worst choice. I don't know if it's the best choice. Maybe it is the best choice. I haven't thought about it that much. Doesn't seem like a bad choice. I know a lot of people are rooting for Alan Ritchson. Now, nothing has happened on the casting front, but there's also the Batman real. Mostly because Matt Reeves' The Batman Part 2 keeps being delayed more times than a South African Airways flight, and Gunn doesn't want to cause confusion with two Batmen running around in the DCU. Well, then make a decision. Why was it greenlit? I mean, you could have 2 years ago put that on just don't even backburner it, just cancel it. But you just let it's still there. Now, even if you cancel it now, I don't know how you cancel it, wasting all that money. You're going to look stupid. I mean, you're going to look really stupid. Really stupid. Where are we now? Even so, that hasn't stopped fans from dreaming of Ritchson as Gotham City's greatest hero. In fact, he gets asked about the possibility on a regular basis. During an appearance on the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast to promote Motor City, Ritchson was asked about the Batman rumors again. In what's likely to be music to many fans' ears, this is the important part, he confirmed that he's in regular communication with Gunn, though he didn't outright confirm which role they have discussed. So just from that perspective, it's, obviously it's up in the air. Nothing's going to be confirmed until something is confirmed. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Yeah. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Yeah. Where are we? There's so much to unpack here that you don't even know. Ritchson said, "I really respect James." Well, of course, he's the one hiring. I would like to do something with James. James would like to do something with me, but my litmus test for what I will take is strict. For all intents and purposes, Alan Ritchson's a pretty big star in Hollywood. When it comes to a leading man, Alan Ritchson is he's pretty big, right? Ritchson added that he wants to be a part of a movie he's proud of, so the project and opportunity have to be right for him and DC to work together. When host Josh Horowitz asked Ritchson if he had a character in mind to play and mentioned Batman, Ritchson smiled. Look, the future is bright and the horizons are broad and anything is possible for any of us, he said. The fact that Ritchson has been extremely vocal about playing Batman in the past and refuses to shut down any rumors is cause for cautious optimism. Whether it ever happens or not is another story, but considering Ritchson's physical appearance, rising star, and charisma, it's difficult to imagine a better actor to play the Dark Knight right now. And you gotta kind of agree with that. Like, I don't know who you would choose. Like, who's a better candidate for the Dark Knight right now? I just question whether he can pull off a Bruce Wayne convincingly. I mean, one or the other. I mean, Ben Affleck did both really well, really well, if you ask me. I didn't like Christian Bale as Batman. I didn't like Christian Bale as Batman. That's me. Because I think the Batman trilogy was not good. The Christopher Nolan trilogy to me was not good. Fans agree too. In the comments section of the podcast, one commentator wrote, "It would be stupid if they don't at least try a Batman show or movie with Alan. They already fumbled John Hamm. Hopefully something happens." Another said it would be amazing DCU Batman and a very different from Rob's, which would be cool. So there you have it. James Gunn. The people have spoken. Make the offer and do the right thing here. Stop messing around before the MCU swooshes in and casts him as the new Eddie Brock or something. Maybe if Richard is cast as Batman, you could get his neighbor to play the Joker and have round 2 of their infamous one-sided fight on the big screen. That's what you got, my friends. That's what you got.